The sovereign must send two crucial messages: a whisper into the digital air, a subtle ripple in the interconnected networks that bind this reality together, and a sealed command directed towards the heart of the problem. The City of Lies, a metaphorical or perhaps literal locus of deception and control. This dual-channel approach is the key to unlocking transformation. The whisper is meant to awaken the collective conscious, to plant those seeds of doubt and inspire a yearning for change. The sealed command is a more direct intervention, a calculated strike against the foundations of the sleeping dream. This sovereign is not a ruler in the traditional sense. They are the being of immense potential, a key player in a grand cosmic game they never knew they were a part of. The discovery that awaits them is earth-shattering, a slow-moving system that dictates their existence, the one that seems designed to grind hope into dust. It is not a fixed, immutable law of nature. It is in fact a sleeping dream, a collective reality woven and maintained by enigmatic protocol and procedure. Are the architects of this dream the silent puppeteers pulling the strings of our everyday life? But here's the thing. The rules of this dream are not set in stone. They can be bent, broken, and rewritten entirely. Sovereign possesses the operant power, an ancient knowledge, a birthright that allows them to manipulate the very code of reality. This power, however, is not without its challenges. It requires understanding, focus, and a willingness to confront the forces and seek to maintain the status quo on a final, desperate gamble to reshape the world. The sovereign must send two crucial messages: a whisper into the digital air, a subtle ripple in the interconnected networks that bind this reality together, and a sealed command directed towards the heart. The sensation was akin to drowning, but without the water, suffocating weight pressed upon a large chest, not from liquid filling her lungs, but from an invisible force, a pressure that felt both internal and external. She gasped, her eyes snapping open, but instead of the familiar glow of her bedside lamp, she was met with an oppressive, almost tangible darkness. It wasn't the complete absence of light, the starless void of deep space. Instead, it was a muted, filtered darkness, a twilight that felt as though it had been stretched thin across centuries. The air was still, heavy with a silence, so profound it seemed to vibrate in her ears. Lara pushed herself up, her limbs heavy and unresponsive. She was lying on a surface that felt like a cold stone, the chilling seeping into her bones. She reached out, her fingers brushing against the rough, uneven textures. This wasn't her bed. This wasn't her room. This wasn't anywhere she recognized. Panic began to claw its way up her throat. She tried to remember the last thing she had done, the events leading up to this strange awakening, but her mind was a blank slate, devoid of any recent memories. It was as if her past had been wiped clean, leaving her adrift in this unsettling present. Yeah. Okay. If you would like to go get your refreshments, or grab some popcorn, or run to the restroom, now would be your opportunity.
2,000 years later.
She stood, her legs unsteady, and took a tentative step forward. The darkness clung to her like a shroud, obscuring her surroundings.
Sovereign hand. Wordplay's warped in Wonderland's twist. Bow to the jester, I'm the ad trick gist. Let the stenographer stutter. Let the courtroom stanzas slip through your grave.